Mary, you must be Reggie's sister. If any of y'all believe that Tupac was talking with after they removed his lung, if you think he talked after he got into the goddamn ambulance, you're bugging. So you think that he got to the hospital after being shot up and they do surgery on him and put him in an induced coma? Y'all believe he told the doctor to let him die? Y'all think he had a conversation with the doctor? And you think that he was standing in the emergency room, in the surgery room with them, right? Yo, y'all cease to amaze me, boy. I tell you, boy. Y'all cease to amaze me, boy. So from the ambulance going into the like, yo, boy, who you think had a conversation with him from the ambulance straight into the emergency room and straight into surgery? You believe anybody had a conversation with him? It's always going to be a knucklehead or out here, boy. It's always going to be a knucklehead out here, boy. I swear to God. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. If you choose to believe that, then you can believe it. Me, I don't. I personally don't believe that. And how would Eric B get in there to talk to him and he's not even a family member? And security was letting him get past and everything. Why? Because he's Eric B from Eric B and Rakim, right? They gonna let him in the surgery room, right? They would have let Suge in there before him. They would have let Reggie in there. Well, Reggie ass was fired, but yo, man, y'all believe anything. Y'all believe anything. I'm not saying he's lying. Maybe it did happen, but knowing the process of a person that got shot 4 times and they had to remove his lung and tubes is down his throat. I don't know, but I'm not saying he's lying. But I know one thing: Virginia Slim said Pac was leaving, and he said he wasn't. Somebody's lying. Keisha Cole said he was leaving. Eric B said he wasn't. Right? What you call it? Yasmin Fuller said he was leaving and even had the paperwork to prove it. The audit that he tried to order, he was ordering the label. He fired Reggie. He fired David Kenner. He started Yusuf, whatever it is, record label, Euthanasia, right? You got Tracy, who said that he was out, right? And there's all his team. And just for the record, since you're not convinced yet, right? If you're not convinced yet, once again, courtesy of Tupac cover up. Y'all can find that out on Tubi, right?
November 4, 1996.
After the MTV Music Awards, prior to us going home, there was an altercation about what Snoop had done. And Mr. Knight was very upset. And they got to yelling at each other back and forth. They confronted each other basically to a face-to-face. And this is the first time I've ever heard of Machiavelli before it even came out to be a CD record, that he's going to give Suge all the rights to Machiavelli. He just wants his freedom, and he wants off death row.
He was done. He was done. He was done. There were meetings with attorneys. Yaz and I, yeah, he was done. He was done. He had fulfilled his obligation with Deathrow and no intentions of renewing any sort of paper agreement.
Pac is now in Dannemora. Everybody is visiting him back and forth, the guys. We want him out. Nothing is happening. Tried to get an appeal lawyer. We did have the appeal lawyer, Charles Ogletree, but that's time. And we hear that I got a phone call that Deathrow had went to visit Tupac, and that I think he's signing with Suge. And then she called back and said he did sign with Suge. And it's, to me, I was like quiet for a minute, and then got scared and said, "Wow, do you know? I got it. I know he want to get out of jail."
Machiavelli, he just wants his freedom, and he wants off death row.
He was done. He was done. He was done. There were meetings with attorneys. Yaz and I, yeah, he was done. He was done. He had fulfilled his obligation with Deathrow and no intentions of renewing any sort of paper agreement.
Pac is now.
What reason do Tracy have to lie? What would she gain out of lying? And she was working with Tupac at his production company and his label, right? What reason do she got to lie? What would she gain? And for those who just came in,
Why would he say he didn't want to go to Vegas with those sellout niggas? Who was he talking about?
Well, he was referring to Snoop and what the comment Snoop had made over the radio while we were in the limo.
This would have been when you guys were in New York.
Correct.
During the MTV
Music Awards.
The week before Tupac was shot.
Right.
Okay. Mike, were Pac and Suge on good terms when he left New York? When was Pac planning on leaving Death Row, if you even know?
I can go in that a little bit. I was there when an argument took place between Tupac and Mr. Knight in the hotel room about what had happened. That was the first time I heard Machiavelli, and Pac's words were, I'm gonna cut out Machiavelli, and when I cut out Machiavelli, I'm the hell up out of here. You got your money. I don't want nothing else to do with Death Row. I'm out. That's how we left that day.
Who was Tupac talking to?
And he was talking to Mr. Knight.
And where were you at?
I was in the room. I was asked to stay, which is sort of strange. On most of the occasions that Mr. Knight deals with Tupac, I am told to step outside the room. On this occasion, I was told to stay inside the room with Mr. Knight while they were arguing.
Now you said they were arguing. They were arguing in New York. This was during the MTV Awards.
Correct. This was in New York after the MTV Music Awards. Prior to us going home, there was an altercation about what Snoop had done. He was displeased that Tupac was displeased about what had happened. And what he was basically saying was, and this is the first time I've ever heard of Machiavelli before it even came out to be a CD record, that he's going to give Suge all the rights to Machiavelli. He just wants his freedom, and he wants off Death Row.
And Suge didn't want to hear that.
And Mr. Knight was very upset, and they got to yelling at each other back and forth. They confronted each other basically to a face-to-face. I did slide in between them and said, hey, you know, you can't do this while I'm here, or I am going to have to step out of the room. And then they said, you know, then Tupac said, hey, fuck it, I'm out of here. And that's what happened.
Did they ask you to leave prior to this conversation? Why were you in the room? How did you have the privilege of staying in the room with this conversation?
Normally, I am asked in every situation that I can remember while working with Death Row, when there was altercations, fights, where some type of discipline was going to be passed out during Death Row, I'm usually asked to step outside the room. But on this occasion, I think Mr. Knight had me stay for the safety of Tupac. I believe that's the reason I was there, because I think Mr. Knight, with me not being there, he would have put his hands on him. He was that upset.
Mr. Knight was.
Mr. Knight was at Tupac, and Tupac at Mr. Knight, but just expressing himself basically because he was displeased what Snoop had said about him.
Okay. When you and the other bodyguards took Tupac to the airport to return back to California, what did Tupac tell you specifically?
The last thing he said to me prior to leaving was, he's not going to be in Vegas. I don't have to worry about him showing up, and don't worry about it because he won't be there. That's what he told me right before we put him on the plane.
Swear I dropped the mic. Mic drop. Choke no joke. You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. I'll be back with more tomorrow. Let's go.
Jack Brown. You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Never did I think hip hop go this far. Never did I think I see Diddy behind bars.
Choke no joke. You know what it is. All right.
Yeah. Jack Brown. You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Never did I think hip hop go this far. Never did I think I see Diddy behind bars. Or Kells, penitentiary scars. The Man Act, is it going too far? Back, y'all industry rats, y'all whack. That's 100 on Pyro. You'll be trapped like Pac. The go viral. Gene saw the nuts of gyro at the freak off and Diddy too. But plug shopper, freak door stopper. Nigga, you don't know if you a criminal or a cop. But you're next to be locked. Ask Keefy D, telling on yourself on Vlad TV. You dumb nigga, right? You'll never be me. And I never be you too. Telling on you too. Sitting on the step, giving up myself. What the fuck I look like? My name G-Dap. Comb legacy doom. Will the bad boy see time like loan? Your extortion fell through. You friended no one like the moon. What did you do? Sat back and watch him get groomed. Only badge in the room. You and wifey, drunk dick juice. Saw the check for Pac life. And his back right. Guess it's bad boy for life. Or should I say same gang? You the same lane. That did chain gang. Damn, you rocked them, fella, didn't you? For the mozzarella, did it for Wolf and his mother, Deathrow and Kerborough. Nah, nigga, you did it 'cause your ass ain't thorough, and you ain't from the boroughs. Joke, no joke, you know what it is. This one's for the whole earth, you know, when they get disrespectful. I just go to the booth and kick the truth to the young black youth. Joke, no joke, you know what it is. Keep on hating, you know what it is.
Choke, no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah, now.
Choke, no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah. This what ATL in New York sound like. Let's go. Y'all hating ass niggas, I see y'all. Choke, get busy, that's why I got the crown. Hate in the air, you clowns, I see the envy that you breed, jealousy. What you need is your own damn hustle. Stop worrying about mine. Nigga, I'm popping 'cause I put in time. Came out modeling, camera in hand. Still get busy with the mic in hand. Streets pulled out, niggas got sprayed. Niggas turn on you when they see you get paid. The intimidation in your face. Where's the love? What's taking place? You want my gold and my ducats, 'cause my money overflowing out of buckets. Shot him in public, made people holler. Scar on his face for the money and the power. I'm the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. 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 The truth in the industry made me the game had me fooled, got in, was young. Thought talent made you rich, damn, was dumb. More to make, cake from crumbs. You gotta be sweet, G or native tongue. My heartbeat went into overload. When Larry tried to turn me into a mole, told me show my curly to the CEO. I didn't think it's funny, so his jaw hit the floor and grabbed that chair that broke his back. Then realized that's a hate attack. Harassment comes assault, you in the maze. No way out, like Puff and Mace. Touch me, tease me, I catch a case. Nigga, you ain't straight as your poker face. Father law God, in that game I fold. This sun don't tick, demon time don't hold. I'm the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. 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 The truth in the industry made me the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. Choker. On the ones and twos, choker. What y'all want to do? I'm here now. Either wall, stand up. Shout out to the bomb squad.
And on the last note, if Tupac was talking to the doctor and told him all that stuff that Eric B said, you think he wouldn't have told nobody what happened? You think he wouldn't have told him who the shooter was? He seen the shooter, anything? He wouldn't have told the doctor, nobody, nothing about what happened with the shooting, right? Wake up, people. Please wake up.
Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Let's go. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke.